Alright, hey guys, we're going to be going over how to make the water pillars, aka the seamless water elevators, in Minecraft Ice Building. And today we're going to have Jock with us. He's going to be muted, but we're in VC right now, and I'm going to explain things to him. Feel free to ask any questions, Jock, if you have any. Yeah, so basically we're just going to make a little track right now. We can just make a little straightaway, and then I guess if we want to, we can go one block up, and turn or whatever, yeah, and then let's just say that we want to go from the straightaway up onto here, right? And there are multiple ways to do this. You can use pistons, you can use, normal bubble elevators, but the best way that we can think of right now is to use what we call the seamless water elevators. You can see these in Monaco, and FC1's Red Bull Ring, and so on. Basically, you drive a boat through falling water, and that raises you up one block while keeping a lot of your speed. So we're going to go over a few things today, like how I would basically make it and what you might want to look out for. So we're going to go ahead and set this up right now. I generally like to also, you need to drop one block in the air for this to work. So you're going to have to make some ice on the bottom. So we're just going to do set packed ice. Oh. Alright, yeah, so for this to work, you have to fall down at least one block. So we're going to go ahead and remove this. And now we have a gap that we basically made. So we're going to fall down one block. Essentially, what I like to do is I like to keep 2 blocks of free space. Actually, no, I think it's 3 blocks of free space. So then here's where the water will actually be. So the water will be like, at that area. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to use glass right now, and we'll replace it later with something else. Yeah, so we're going to go up to 3 blocks above where you want to end up. So this is where you're going to want to end up. You're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, and this is how high you at least have to go. So we're going to go up to here, and then the water will be eventually placed like right here, right? So that's where the water should line up with that 3rd block. So we're going to go all the way across. And then we're going to add some on the sides. Oop. Thank you, Jock. Then yeah, from here on, I like to also add the packed ice to the bottom so the water doesn't flow everywhere. So I like to just do this. And then add one more glass there. Yep, nice. Thank you. And then yeah, so the water will go down, and it will not spill everywhere, right? So you can just go ahead and go all the way across. And that's essentially all you really need. Oh wait, yeah, and then the glass. What I like to do is I like to replace the glass with structure void. So you can do this in many different ways. You can do with world edit, replace near, like 20 or whatever. I guess we can do 10 in this case. Glass with structure void. And if you're doing a replace near or any of these commands I'm going to show you, be careful that you don't have any like glass in like a building over here, right? And because if you did like replace near 30 and there's like a building over there with windows, then you might accidentally destroy the windows. So be sure that you be careful about how where you make or where you do the command. Another way to do this, if you don't have world edits in your vanilla, would be a /fill command. You can do /fill, and then squiggly -10, squiggly -1, squiggly -10, 10, -10, 10, and then structure void, replace glass, and that will replace all the glass. Yeah, we'll get to making the backup soon. But yeah, so this is all you essentially need. A few things. You see this gap of air. This gap of air should depend on how fast they're going, right? So if you have, if you have a turn right here, and they just came from the turn, and they're not going to have that high of a speed, then I think 3 blocks is like perfect, right? 3 blocks is really all you need. We do 4 in this example, but if you actually just do 3, I think they should work with 3 blocks of gap. Let's see here. 3 blocks of gap. Yeah, that also works. You might want to tinker around with using 3 or 4 in something with this amount of speed to see which one is more consistent. But let's say, for instance, you have a giant straightaway, right? And the turn is like right here, right? So now you're going to have a lot more speed going to that water elevator. So what you're going to want to do, let's see if I can get this to fail. So I have a lot of speed. Okay, so 4 was actually enough there. But essentially, like, if you're going like on an FC1 track and there's like a 500 block straightaway, right, and like you have a bunch of speed, you're going to want to make this gap larger to compensate for that high speed, right? So you're going to want to do like, you know, this is like really safe for if you're going like 70 blocks a second or something, you know. Then you obviously would want to like fill out this bottom platform and stuff. Yeah, so like if you're going 700 blocks a second, then like, or 700 blocks, 70 blocks a second or whatever, then like, yeah, you're gonna want to make the gap larger. You can, if you're going like really slow, like if the turn is like right here, right, and like you know that you're gonna have hardly any speed, you could do 2 blocks of gap. That would work, but generally I think 3 is just safer in most cases. So yeah, if it were me and I were making a track, I would actually just do this and have 3 blocks of gap. Yeah, so that's how you set that up. And then finally, we also have the backup, which Jock tried to make. I will go ahead and, yeah, essentially you just have a bubble elevator as a backup. But then actually I do it slightly differently. Actually, I'll just build it from scratch. This doesn't work, does it? Replace near 10, bubble column, 0. That did not work. Oh, no memory. Okay, well. Wait, hold on, Jock. Drain 10. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on, Jock. Jock, don't worry about it. No problem, no problem. Yeah, so essentially, let's just do, I don't know. I'm getting rid of all your hard work, sorry. Yeah, so going back to how it was earlier, at this point, you should only have the water elevator and some blocks of gap on the back end, right? So what I like to do is I like to add a bubble column or bubble elevator as a backup in case for some reason you guess this gap wrong and it fails on someone, or they get bumped right before reaching the elevator and then they have 0 speed to make it. So I like to go ahead and place the Sultan 1 block lower. It probably could be at the same height, like you probably could just do this, but this is just what I do. And then we're going to take some glass, go along the sides, and then we're going to place some glass right here. Don't forget the glass is going to get replaced with structure voids. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and, or not finally, we're going to go ahead and make this bubble column. And if you're using normal world edit, like just completely normal world edit, you could just do set water and that would work. But since this is fast async, this actually doesn't get converted into, this does not get converted into bubble columns yet. So you can just do set bubble column drag equals false, and that should do it. And then I like to go ahead and do this to update all of them so they start flowing forward like this. And then you can go ahead and do replace near. Oh wait, one more thing. I also place structure void on top because that's what lets you jump up from the ends. Here, I'll show you. Replace near 10 glass structure void. There we go. And then let's see if I fail. Oh no, I failed. Now we go high. Okay, my ping is bad, so I got launched there. But you can see if the water wall or water pillar fails, then you can just go up with that. Obviously, it's going to be slower if you use this in comparison to the water wall or water pillars, but it's still a backup route. And in some plugins, you can't leave your boat. Like you're actually just not allowed to. So this is very vital to have for servers with those plugins. But yeah, that's how you basically make my typical setup for a water pillar or water wall setup. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or just join the Discord. Yeah, if you join the Discord, I'm always active. You can always ask me or really anyone else. They'll probably know. But yeah, any questions, Jock? All right, sick. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.